Here in Europe, it really is one of the most developed PV markets, and in fact passed the 100 gigawatt capacity milestone, installed capacity milestone earlier this year. Now, with an established market, that means that end-of-life issues come into the fore, recycling of PV modules, and that's something we're hearing here in Munich at Intersolar Europe 2017. Coveme is a supplier of backsheets. Fluoride-Free Backsheets is part of their portfolio. Michele Vannini is a business manager with Coveme. What's the significance of fluoride-free backsheets for the PV industry?
Well, thanks, Jonathan, to be here with you, and I appreciate your concern on end of life. For us, end of life is becoming more and more important. We understand that the level of component that you are using when you make your own panel will have a big, deep impact in the future, the way you will have to handle the end of life of the product. So we are very well aware that polyester-based backsheet can play a major role in that, keeping the cost down and also providing an environmental impact, positive environmental impact in the end-of-life process. In order to do so, we committed and just concluded a study by Fraunhofer Institute here in Germany, where we asked to evaluate a number of different backsheets, fluoropolymer full and fluoropolymer-free backsheet, and the findings are very, very important. I think will change the landscape of the industry in the future in the terms of how we can reduce the recycling cost and to avoid to pollute the earth.
Well, recycling can take a number of forms, but essentially it requires the modules to be collected, the frame to be taken off, and then perhaps crushed or some kind of chemical separation, and then you're left with the raw materials. The Fraunhofer study that you refer to tried a number of techniques of dealing with the backsheet material, including incineration and also a new technique that in fact is the recycling of these components. What can you tell me about that, Michele?
Well, that's interesting. So basically the study was focusing on incineration, which is a combustion, and pyrolysis, which is a combustion without oxygen, which is technical old method of using recycling material, plastic material. There are not many plants in Europe doing that, but the study from the Fraunhofer showed that the polyester-based backsheet can be used successfully when pyrolysis can be used to recycle polyester-based backsheet. Wherever the fluoropolymer full backsheet are not suitable for a pyrolysis process because the char that you normally get from the process is still contain fluoro, which is not suitable to be recycled. And so, I mean, it's a pretty technical document which we are happy to share with you guys and everybody in the industry, but the findings are pretty straightforward. Fluoro is something that you don't want to put down the earth, on landfill. Incineration is also complicated for the post-treatment because they release fluoro in the gases. And pyrolysis is not a solution either from a technical and from an economical point of view. So I think this opens up a good possibility for investment, for recycling, and also to try to save some money in the future.
Okay, and fluorine itself is really quite a toxic product, not something that you want in the air or in the char material left over after incineration. The Fraunhofer study actually found that labeling of the fluoropolymer backsheets would actually be an advantage or a positive outcome for the industry. Now, Michele, what are you hearing from manufacturers in terms of how much awareness of this issue is there? Is this changing really?
I think the awareness still is pretty low right now in the industry, but things are changing because recycling will be a cost in the future, and the cost is killing this industry. So in the future, recycling, it will play a major role. And if you have some material that to be recycled, you need to go to a special treatment with additional cost, I'm pretty sure people will think twice before using certain material, and will try to have more eco-friendly components.
Okay, so fluoropolyamide backsheet may in fact be cheaper at one stage, but it may cost more at the end of the day when recycling comes into effect. And of course, Europe itself is really leading the charge here with new regulations like the WEEE directive coming into effect. So this is the place at Intersolar 2017 in Munich to have these discussions. Michele Vannini from Coveme, thank you very much for your time.